Alright, so we're going to do the axle holes for the car now. So the first thing we're going to do is go to offset plane. And we're going to select, you can select it from this side, the middle of the car here. Okay, so select that. Okay, and then we're going to obviously bring this offset plane back this way. Okay, so it's going to be a negative number, so we need it to be negative 32.5, which is half of the block, which will get you to, press OK, get you to this side of the car. Okay, right, we're going to go to create sketch, and you're going to select that plane that we just created. So click there. Alright, now we're going to start with the wheel here, oh sorry, the axle hole that's going to be here. So to do that, we're going to get a line. Alright, and then it should snap on. So you've got obviously from here to here. We might put a dimension on that later anyway, but I'm going to use that spot there where it actually snaps on. Okay, I'm going to go up slightly. I'm letting go of my mouse. I'm going to type in 10 millimeters and then press enter. Okay, so we're going to make our axle hole at this point here. Alright, but first of all, let's just double check and make sure that this is in the middle. So we're going to go to dimensions, and we'll go from this side to this line. That's 19 millimeters. Just press enter. And then from this side of the line to this line here, it's not letting us select it. So I'm going to hit escape on the keyboard. Alright, and I'm going to go to create down here, go to project. Alright, project geometry, and I'm going to select that line and press OK. Alright, so let's try that again. So let's go to dimensions. Now we can select that line and then select this line. Alright, as you can see, it's 19. It will say it's a driven dimension, alright, because we already know the dimension on this side. Okay, so we can just click create driven, and that will remain there. Okay, it's just in brackets to say that it's a driven dimension. Alright, so we know that this line's in the middle now, which is good. Alright, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to get another line, and we're going to go from here all the way to the front of the car. So zoom out if you need to so you can see the whole car. Alright, and then go from here directly across to the front of the car, making sure that the line is nice and straight. Okay, now it might not snap onto the ends of the car, so if it doesn't really matter. Just get it so it's pretty much, yeah, right at the front there. That'll be fine. Press just click, sorry. Okay, once that's done, see it's still attached to the line tool, so I'm going to hit escape on my keyboard, and that will remove the line tool. Alright, now basically the reason why we've made this line is so we can get the axle hole that we're about to put here in line, alright, over here as well. Okay, so they're both, yeah, on the same line, which would be good. So before we do anything else, let's go over here. Okay, so this point that we made before. We're going to go to circle, and we're going to select that point there. And we need this one to be 6 millimeters. So type in 6, enter, done. Alright, so that's where one of the holes is going to be. And we want to make another circle. Alright, so I'm going to select the middle of that circle, extend it out, and this one here we're going to write 33. Okay, now the wheels are about 32 millimeters. Alright, I've just added on an extra millimeter just to be safe, but we use this as a guide to make sure that there's enough room between your wheels and obviously your car body. Okay, so at the moment that one there looks pretty good. Alright, so now we're going to do the same over here. So I'm going to just zoom in here a little bit. Alright, we can move this out of the way if it's getting in the way as well. Okay, I'm going to go to circle again. And just roughly around here somewhere, I'm going to make another circle that is 6 millimeters. Alright, do it again. And this one here, like the other one's going to be 33. Enter. Awesome. Alright, so we've got our 2 axle holes and the wheels as well, just to show roughly where those wheels are going to be placed. Alright, the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to project the geometry of this line here. So to do that, once again, we go back to create. We go down to projects and then go projects here. So I'll select that line, press OK. Alright, now we're going to use the dimension tool, alright, to go from that line that we just created to the middle of the circle here. And I'll just bring my cursor up here and click again. And we're going to make this one 38. And press enter. Alright. So that's everything that we need for now. Alright, so we've got our wheel in place. Remember, you have to have that exclusion zone, so that's allowed for plenty of room there, which would be good. Alright, that one there's in the middle of that section. Alright, so there's plenty of room for your wheel. Alright, so we're looking pretty good for this at the moment. Alright, so we're ready to cut out our axle holes. So we're going to go to Finish Sketch. And we're going to click on the corner of the box here. Alright, change the view. And we're going to go to Extrude. Alright, and we need to click on those little 6 mil circles there. So there's one. That one's in 2 halves, so I'm going to have to click those 2. Same as over here. Just got that quarter left over there. So let's make sure the whole circle is selected. I'm just going to grab that arrow and drag it through. Okay, so that's going all the way through, but to make sure, you could change distance to all. Alright, making sure that's all the way through, and obviously making sure that it's set to cut. Alright, so if it's red, it's going to cut through, so it's all good. Press OK. Alright, and now you've got your 2 axle holes. Alright, in the next video we're going to go through and start putting on the rear and front wings.